But certainly, I just want to say to my sisters, because I've ministered to 4 women this week, and they're all having health challenges because they're not taking care of themselves. And some are in school, like I said earlier. Some are worried about money, finances, their children, spouses. Hello, God bless you, sir. But it's all manifesting in their bodies, like not sleeping, physical illness. It's manifesting in their bodies. And what it comes down to, and every one of them, when I ask the question, what are you doing to take care of yourself? They all give me this blank stare. Like, nothing. Nothing? You're not doing anything to take care of yourself? That's a problem, right? That's a problem, because if you don't take care of yourself, the stuff going on will take care of you. And so I just want to really encourage my sisters out there, and I can speak to this because not only am I a pastor, but I'm a mother, I'm a wife. I have an adult child, a teenage child, and 2 little children. So if you got adult children, if you got teenage children, if you got little children, I got you. I got you. For those of you who are married, I got you. You saying my husband is, I got you. Those of you that work full time, I got you. I work full time. Those of you that are in ministry and you have your own businesses, I got you, because I'm doing all of that. But I don't do it without taking care of Najuma. And little known fact about me is I actually do stuff like this. Get up early on a Saturday morning when everybody sleep and go walk and go run and go exercise. I'm taking on a new diet plan, not dieting, a new diet plan, new diet regime, really, starting this week. And I've been doing stuff like cutting back on pork and checking out, putting ice cream to the side. And so, but there's also other areas of self-care. And one of those areas of self-care is saying the word no. And all the ladies that I ministered to this week, and actually, I didn't intend to minister to them. I had appointments with these women. Some I'm a mentor to them, and others, they just need to meet, right? They just need to meet and talk, which is no problem. But what it came down to was ministry, because they weren't taking care of themselves, right? And you may feel like, oh, I got it. I can do it. I don't need to rest. I don't need to diet. I don't need to change. I don't need to go to bed early. I don't need to walk. I don't need to put down certain foods. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Say no without explanation. Somebody I learned a few years ago, no, period, is a complete sentence. And I know sometimes it feels like you can't tell people no. You got to tell people no. You got to tell somebody who's pulling on you too much no. You got to tell yourself no. Like when you want to not do the things that are good for you, you got to tell yourself, nope, you're not going to be lazy today. Nope, you're going to get your tail up and you're going to work out. You're going to get your tail up, you're going to walk around the block, even if it's little things. And so what I'm sharing with you all, for those of you that have the many different, plates that you're carrying, the different things that you're balancing, I got you. I know all about that. I'm in it. But the little known fact about Reverend Najuma is that she takes care of herself. I will not check out like mentally, but I will check out of spaces real quick. Like people will call me like, I can't find you, because I'm taking care of me. Right? Little things like going to the movies. I mean, whatever it is you have to do. And somebody said to me a couple years ago that I hold on to is, Najuma, you have to find a way to take care of you. You got to find a way to take care of you. Good morning, Columbia. And so to somebody out there, I'm saying to you, before you flip out, before you lose it, before you go off, you got to find a way to take care of you. And I know that the Christian community, church community, we have all been kind of stunned by the pastor who just said, I'm tired. The pastor, y'all saw that on Facebook or on the news or whatever social media platform. That pastors a mega church, mega ministry, right? And he got up in his pulpit last Sunday and was like, I'm tired. And when he said, I'm tired, you could see the exhaustion in his face. Sis, before you get to that place, take care of you. Before you get to the place where you just like, I'm tired and I can't take it. I'm tired and I can't make it. Good morning from Philly. This is me today. Then Philly, sis, turn off your phone, turn off your TV, and go to bed. The Bible talks about in Hebrews 4, 9, and 11. I want y'all, somebody put that up on the screen. Hebrews 4, 9, and 11 talks squarely about finding rest. They talk about entering rest. I said finding rest. I meant entering rest. Hebrews 4, 9, and 11. Somebody put that up on the screen for someone. It talks about entering into rest. That means, what that says is I got to be intentional to enter into a space of rest. So my sis in Philly, if you're tired, turn it all off and go to bed. And even if you can't sleep, just lay down. Let your body relax. I can't tell you how energizing or re-energizing it is sometimes after a long day to just lay in my bed and just lay there. And I can literally physically feel my body relaxing. And some of us don't do that. Enter into rest. Hebrews 4:9-11. It talks about entering into rest, doing nothing. And I'm on this scope today. And, we love our social media. I love my social media. I'm going to get to breathing. Thank you. But I'm going to get to breathe in a minute. And so sometimes, though, we got to check out of this stuff and not only check out mentally. So none of y'all do that. I'm talking about just sitting down somewhere, turning everything off, and just letting silence have its way in your life and literally allowing your body to decompress. Because if we don't do that, and I'm saying to my sisters, if there's any men on the scope, in our scope sanctuary this morning, I'm not disregarding you, but I know too many women that are not taking care of themselves. Silence, decompress, absolutely. And so on this morning, while we are looking at this pastor who got on stage in front of everybody and was like, I'm tired, you can actually avoid having to get to that place. We don't have to get there. You don't have to get there with your family. You don't have to get there with your spouse. You don't have to, or whoever your partner is, whatever. You don't have to get there on your job. There are people that just can't go to work tomorrow, that just can't go to work this week. Not because prevention, absolutely. Not because they can't go to work, they just can't get up. But that's when we get to the place where I'm exhausted, I'm tired. And so we can prevent that. Thank you for that word, Dr. Tamer. We can prevent getting to that place where we're so tired we cannot function in the way that we are called to. All of us have a calling. All of us have a purpose. And it's important, and I know it's important that we fulfill those things, right? But it's also important that you take care of yourself. So I just want to offer a few little things. I've been talking in general, but I actually want to offer a few points. And I said it earlier, but number one, learn to say no. Please, just practice it. Put it up on the screen if you're not used to saying it. Just practice typing no. And just really learn to say no. No, this is not a good time. No, not right now. No, not today. No, not ever. No, I'm not doing that. No. And just let that be it. No, I don't feel like it. No, I'm resting. No, I'm taking a break. No, it's a complete sentence. And so if you want to qualify it with, I'm tired, I'm resting, whatever, that's fine. You don't have to. You can actually just say, no, not ever. No, not today. I'm not doing it. However you need to say no to somebody. It'll help your life. And it's okay to say no to family. It's okay to say no to your children. It's okay to say no to supervisors and bosses. It is okay to tell people no. No, I'm not doing it. Right? So that's number one. Number two, we talked about it, entering into rest, going to sleep. I am a proponent of midday naps. Now, I don't get a chance to do it often, but every now and then, especially when I feel my body tired, I will get in my car at work, roll down the windows, put on a little soft music, and take a nap. And you ain't got to take a 5-hour nap on the job. But you could take a 10-minute nap. Make it part of your lunch regimen. Like, I'm going to eat, take a nap, or I'm going to take a nap and then eat. But, whatever it is, find a way to enter rest. And again, Hebrews 4:9-11 talks about entering into rest. And as our sister from Philly and others have said, they're tired. Go to sleep, go to bed, lay down, right? So say no, get some rest. The other thing is I want to encourage, some of us are exhausted because we're doing too many things, but we're not doing the thing that we're called to do. We're doing, and it's called busyness. Like, I'm doing a whole lot of stuff, but I'm not doing not one thing that I actually enjoy and that resonates with my soul. And for some of you who have what I might call the Martha perspective, you're just busy in the kitchen, just doing, going. But none of that busyness, too much and not enough, right? But none of that business is about your soul. Things like pursuing our dreams, doing things that we enjoy. I enjoy movies. I enjoy books, right? Stop pushing through, absolutely. Some of those things, the business, absolutely. Task, right? Task and assignments. But some of those things, the busy work, it's really keeping us from focusing on the thing that really resonates with our soul. I enjoy snowboarding, so when the snow starts falling in the wintertime, I find a way to get out and snowboard because that ministers to me. And so what I'm sharing with somebody is, for some of y'all out there, you can get caught in busy work, and I know for me, because of the many hats I wear, I can get caught up in busy work, and we all can do that, especially women, because we tend to take on so much, right? But you're not doing something, or the one thing that resonates with your soul, the one thing that that really builds you up, right? I got some fellow snowboarders in the house, amen. So what is the one thing? And maybe it's simple as reading a book, and you're just not reading ever. You know, you're not reading ever. You enjoy reading, but you're not doing it. You enjoy sewing, but you're not doing it. You enjoy cooking, but you're not cooking for enjoyment. You enjoy taking walks, but you're not walking. And so get back to doing some of the things. You may not be able to do them all, but pick at least one thing that you really enjoy, that resonates with your soul, and make time to do it. You may not be able to do it every day. You may not be able to do it all day, but do something that resonates with your soul, with your person, that feeds you, right? That feeds you, that really brings you joy. For little kids, you know, when we see our little kids, we take them to the park, and my children love swings, so we'll spend hours swinging. Lord have mercy, because they like to swing, right? And so, but that's what they enjoy. And so, like a child going to a park, getting on their favorite apparatus, to the adults, we've stopped enjoying playtime. I really want to encourage someone, take a recess. Like, really, take a recess. Take a recess. Absolutely. God's plan on 7-day, get some rest, but take a recess and do the things that you enjoy, right? Or pursue a passion. Good morning, Long Beach. Hey, okay, Long LBC. But find that thing, or that one thing, at least one thing, that resonates with your soul, and engage it, because that will also help you keep your focus. It'll help you keep joy in your life. You won't feel so frustrated, like I'm doing all of this work, but I'm not doing anything that makes me smile, anything that makes me happy. And so again, this is for brothers out there as well, but to my sisters, look, y'all, we got to do self-care. Like I said earlier, for those that may have come in late, I spent a lot of time this week ministering to 4 women who were unhealthy mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, because their load was so heavy, but also because they weren't doing the things that were good for them. They weren't taking any self-care. So to all my sisters out there, I don't care what color, race, creed you are, culture, whatever, because I have discovered this crosses all races, creeds, cultures, ethnicities, right? Is to do the things that you enjoy. Absolutely. And then the last 2 things I'm going to say, because the guy decided he wants to clean the grass while I'm talking. He don't know I'm on Periscope. I'm in Scope Sanctuary. So anyway, I hope y'all can hear me still. But anyway, the last 2 things I want to share with you, somebody put it up already, but I want to share with you about breathing, is meditation. I'm going to move over because he has decided he wants to clean the grass while I'm scoping. So I'm going to move over a little bit. So anyway, there we go. So the last 2 things I want to share. Oh, what a perfect little sunbeam behind my head. How about that? Is breathing, is about meditation. So that's one of the practices that I've engaged the enemy of noise. Absolutely. That's one of the practices I've engaged the last, I say 4 years, really on a very regular basis, is meditation. And taking time to just breathe in and out. And one of my practices is in the morning. I call it my 10 breath practice, right? So I take 10 deep breaths, and I'll have a scripture or a word from a scripture that will be my meditation. So let's take, for example, for this particular scope, we're talking about rest, self-care. While I'm breathing, I might repeat the word, take some rest, or I'm going to enter into rest, or something about rest, right? So I have what some would use the word mantra or a meditation word. And so what that breathing, what that does is it re-oxygenizes your body. I hope I said that right. It re-oxygenizes your body, but it also helps you to center, right? So I imagine myself being centered from the top on down to my body, like just being centered. And so that really helps with bringing down stress level. For those of you that may have to, that struggle with anxiety, that helps with anxiety. So try that. Try before you actually get started your day, taking a moment to take 10 deep breaths and just centering yourself, no music, no sound, and just take 10 deep breaths.